Hello, it's me, Dr. Cinema. I'm here for first episode of Dr. Cinema Diagnosis. It's similar to the fact that for movie reviews or movie play-by-play reviews, I look at a movie and I see the story, the certain decisions made, but I go more in depth, and it's not necessarily a review of the movie, but more about its how well it worked and its like legacy or how it will affect things and determine whether or not the movie is actually good or bad or any number of things. And for this first video, I'm going to take a look at Captain America Civil War. Now, a lot of people like this movie, and I can understand why because there is a lot of cool action. I mean, the airport scene is probably the biggest thing in that movie with all the heroes fighting together. However, that is probably the only good thing, like generally good thing to come out of it. Because let's talk about the evil person's plan, like Zemo or something. Um, it's not convoluted plan that all hinges on circumstance and chance. It's a lot like Lex Luthor's plan from Batman v Superman, so I don't know why people aren't talking about that. And more important is the Sokovia Accords. I mean, I read the Civil War comic. I know like the Superhero Registration Act and all of that stuff. But with Sokovia Accords, like they say, like yeah, they were saving the world. It's not really their fault. I'm like, is it? It is very much their fault, kind of. I mean, with Ultron, that was all Tony Stark. I mean, come on, let's be honest. There, Captain America, Winter Soldier. Oh, you could give them a pass on that one because with the whole Hydra thing and hiding, coming out of the darkness thing, that's just a little bit too convoluted. So let's just give them a pass on that one. But the other thing the Sokovia Accords talks about is the whole Chitauri invasion from the first Avengers movie, saying that's not their fault, they're protecting the world. But let's think about this. Nick Fury was trying to use the Tesseract as like a means to like attack aliens and trying to like protect Earth from a war before it even happened. It's the kind of thing. So if Nick Fury and Shield hadn't like tampered with the thing, just put it away, none of the events of the Avengers could have happened. So you could make the argument that it's actually their fault. So in my mind, and I can understand why a lot of the regular people in the Avengers world would be sort of against them. And let's talk about Captain America and like his position on this. Like Sokovia Accords is basically saying, okay, you guys can sort of work, but it has to be under like these like supervisions, under these restrictions, sort of thing. Otherwise, you're into forced retirement, and if you try to do things without the consent of like the government or whatever is supposedly controlling them, would like turn them into fugitives. And Captain America is like, we're doing this and we're going to do this without anyone's. We're going to do this and we're not going to have like you guys looking over us. Like, would you not want someone looking over you, like making sure you're doing everything right? I mean, I just don't understand that. I mean, Captain America, come on, man. You're just a criminal. You're a fugitive. You're directly disobeying the law. I don't see how anyone could really be on your side. I mean, the Avengers do need oversight, they do need supervision. What is. Come on, man. I mean, I'm with 100% Iron Man on this. I mean, seriously, we're talking about citizens, children, people of all ages of groups and all things being killed in the crossfire with Ultron, Chitauri, Hydra. Like, it's really not. This doesn't take a genius to understand, like, vendors need some sort of regulation. I mean, come on. And the whole, again, your plans, the Zemo's plan was all based on, like, happenstance and luck and all of that. So I don't see how that really worked at all. And they try to make you like feel emotional through the whole thing, but it's just like, no, it's gonna be fine. I mean, we have Infinity War. Excuse me, and that that brings me back to, okay, there are two people, at least two, that should have died in this movie that did not. Spoilers in case you haven't seen the movie somehow. First, War Machine falling down from the sky from at least a few hundred feet, if not more, and he somehow only gets like a bad limp out of it. I'm like, no, he should be dead. I mean, that would his death would make Tony Stark even more emotionally motivated to find Captain America, bring him to justice, and have revenge for what happened. I mean, that would actually bring you into the movie emotionally, but Marvel Studios missed that. Also, of course, Captain America Steve Rogers doesn't die. Like, come on, that happened in the comic. Why can't it happen here? I mean, Chris Evans' contract is gonna run out anyway by the by the time the sequel to Infinity War comes out, if not by Infinity War. And wouldn't that be really great to have Captain America die, Tony Stark having all this emotional guilt, yet still following with the Sokovia Accords, and by the time Infinity War comes around, Bucky Barnes is found, the Winter Soldier, and Tony asks him to take up the mantle of Captain America. I mean, wouldn't that be more of an emotional investment, more of an actual emotional story to follow along? Look, I can understand if you like the movie, but for me, there was a lot of emotional moments, a lot of points in the movie where they could have made a lot more better than actually it was, but it just dropped the ball and not in a good way. So, my opinion, this is not the best Marvel movie. It's probably not even a good movie. Not bad, but not good either. And it's still going to have a large impact on how the future Marvel movies will be played out a little bit. So it's not like it's not going to have an impact on anything. But those are my thoughts on it. What do you think of it? Like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.